Now synchronous motor. So objectives are synchronous motors. Synchronous motors used for power factor improvement alone, dual purpose. So synchronous motor used for power factor improvement alone and also dual purpose of synchronous motor and problems on synchronous condenser. Here, so very important in industries cases, synchronous motors used in power factor improvement under overexcited conditions. So that is how this is used in industries, how it will helps to the industries for the improvement of power factor. And also we see the problems on synchronous motors. Now synchronous condenser, a condenser or a capacitor always draws leading current from the AC system. Here a condenser or a capacitor always draws leading current from AC system. So very important. This condenser draws a leading current, not lagging or not in phase or not. So here very important, leading current. The leading current, it draws the leading current from the AC system. Now it is known that a synchronous motor can be operated, it is operated at unity power factor, lagging power factor, leading power factor, just by changing the excitation. So by changing of excitation, we can operate in different power factor conditions, that is unity power factor, lagging power factor, leading power factor. So now the ability of the system of synchronous motor to operate at leading power factor when overexcited is utilized in improving the power factor of the system. It's very, so underline this one. A leading power factor when overexcited, leading power factor when overexcited, it will utilize in improving the power factor of the system. Now when a synchronous motor is used for power factor improvement alone with no mechanical load, it is called synchronous condenser. So very important. Here when it is used, so see, observe this, the synchronous condenser used for, here synchronous motor used for power factor improvement alone. There is no mechanical load, very important. There is no mechanical load. It is called synchronous condenser. This draws leading current as does a static condenser. So hence the name synchronous condenser. This is useful for installation where power factor is low. So very this installation where power factor is low. So now here at no load, that means neglecting losses. Here synchronous motor operates at alpha is equal to 0. That means here load angle is 0, alpha is 0. That means load angle is 0. This means V and EB are out of phase. That means these are in quite opposite direction. If V is taking along the plus x axis, this quite opposite. That means here EB is along with the minus x axis. These are quite opposite directions. So out of phase means, so x axis one is, minus x axis another one. So that is the out of phase. So see here, observe this one, V and EB, IA, variable capacitor. Here see, observe this one, the applied voltage is V and the armature current IA. That means here motor draws leading current. So observe this one, don't see here, observe only V and IA. In general, V is taken as a reference, IA is leading. Where is the leading cases? In capacitor, that means condenser. Capacitor, the current is always leading with reference to the voltage. So here variable capacitor, the condition is over excitation. Over excitation means here the B value is maximum as compared to V. So here EB is greater than V. That means this is over excitation. Now here the current of armature is equal to EB minus V by XS. Here the condition is over excitation. That means EB is greater than V. So IA leads the applied voltage. Why? It is acting as a capacitor. So this gives variable capacitor operator. Now see, motor draws lagging current. Draws lagging current means, so when the lagging current in generally, when the applied voltage, the current is lagging with applied voltage with reference to the voltage. Here this is taken as a inductor cases, the current is lagging, and here the voltage is reference. The lagging means here what we can say here, variable inductor. Here this case is under excitation. This case is under excitation. So IA is equal to V minus EB by XS, where EB is less than V under excited. Now IA lags the applied voltage. This gives variable inductor operator. So here see, observe this one. An induction motor takes a lagging kVR from the supply system to set up air gap flux. So hence it operates at lagging power factor. The results in poor operation of the overall system. Here this is the induction motor, the motor working with at lagging power factor, and it draws the KVR, that is lagging KVR, and the motor delivers the power, that is KW. It draws the KW and KVA. So now here, see, observe this one, the induction motor, and here the overexcited synchronous motor. This is overexcited synchronous motor and the induction motor. This is the load. So this is operating at a certain power factor. This is lagging KVR. This is lagging KVR. Here the KW is same for the all over the. So this overall circuit, this overall diagram, the KW is same, and KVR. Here to reduce the KVR, we need here it gives the KVR. It gives the KVR. So here it is working at 0.8 power factor, lagging KVR, same KW, and KVR, reduced KVR, reduced KVA. A overexcited synchronous motor is connected in parallel with the induction motor. It supplies lagging KVAR locally as shown in figure 2. The distribution lines are relieved of completely supplying the lagging KVAR needed by the induction motor. So now the supply lines have to handle reduced KVA and reduced current. This leads to better operation of the overall system, better voltage regulation, lower line losses and efficiency. The induction motor still operates at the same lagging power factor, absorbing the same KVAR and KW. Here it is the combined load consisting of overexcited synchronous motor and induction motor will work at improved power factor. If the lagging KVAR demand required by the induction motor is completely met by the overexcited synchronous motor locally, the combined load operates at UPF, unity power factor. The power factor is improved from cos AOB to cos AOC. Here from the diagram, see, observe this one, phasor diagram. Here OA is equal to load KW. Here x-axis is always taken as a KW. X-axis is taken as a KW. Y-axis is taken as a upward or side, downward side is taken as a KVA. Not KVA, generally KVAR. KVAR, Y-axis. So OB is load KVA. And OD is equal to CB, leading KVAR supplied by the synchronous motor. OC is combined load KVA. AC equal to combined load KVAR. Now, problems. Here, a factory has a total load of 1800 kilowatts at power factor of 0.6 lagging. It is desired to improve the power factor of 0.95 lagging with the installation of synchronous condenser. Calculate the KVA rating of the synchronous condenser, and another one is total KA of the factory. Here, see, observe this one. From the vector diagram, load KVA is equal to 1800 by 0.6, which gives the 3000 KVA. and AOB is nothing but cos inverse 0.6, that is 53.13 degrees, and AOC is nothing but here cos inverse 0.95, that is nothing but 18.19 degrees. Now load KVAR is equal to AB and OB sin 53.13, that is equal to 300 into 0.8, that is equal to 2400 kVAR. So now combined kVAR is equal to AC, that is equal to, so over tan 18.95 degrees, that is equal to 1800 into 0.329, which gives the 592.2 kVAR. So now a synchronous condenser rating OD is equal to BC, that means here AB minus BC, that is equal to 2400 minus 592.9, which gives the 1807.8 kV. So total resulting kV of the factory is OC is equal to under root of OA square plus AC square, that is under root of 800 square plus 592.2 whole square, that is equal to 1894.91 kVA. From the above problem, we can conclude that the kVA required by the power factor has reduced from 3000 kVA to 189.491 kVA. At the expense of a synchronous condenser of 807.8 kVA. Improved power factor will affect the good amount of savings in the energy bills. So here dual purpose of synchronous motor in any factory, the use of induction motor and fluorescent is common, and therefore overall power factor of the factory becomes low. A synchronous motor used in factory serves two purposes. One is to drive the mechanical load and to correct a low lagging power factor of the electrical load. Here OB is equal load kVA, OA is equal load kW, AB is the load kVAR, OC is equal to BD is the synchronous motor kVAR, and B is equal to OG is the motor load in kilowatts. Now ED is equal to CG is the leading kVAR supplied locally by the synchronous motor. YF is the combined load in kilowatts and OD is the combined load kVA. FD is the combined load kVAR. As from the figure 4, the power factor of the system is improved from cos pi 1 to cos pi t. So now problem 2. A synchronous motor absorbing 40 kilowatts connected in parallel with a load of 300 kilowatts having a power factor of 0.85 lagging. If the combined load should have a power factor of 0.9 lagging, how much leading kVAR should be supplied by the synchronous motor and what is the power factor of the motor? So now kW rating of motor synchronous is 40 kilowatts, for load is 300 and power factor of the load is cos pi 1 is 0.85 and pi 1 is 31.79 degrees. kVA rating of the load is kW into tan pi 1, that is 300 into tan 31.79, that is 185.94 so kVAR. Now this is negative. Why? It is a load. So load is the inductive load, so it is the reactive power in negative. So now if the lagging kVAR is taken as a negative, leading kVAR is taken as positive represented by Ananda phasor diagram. Now for combined load, kW rating of combined load is nothing but kW of the load plus kW of the motor, that is 300 plus 40, that is 340 kilowatts. Combined power factor is cos pi 2, that is 0.9 lagging, that is called cos inverse of 0.9, pi is equal to 20, pi t is equal to 25.840. degrees. kVAR rating of the combined load, that is equal to kW into tan pi t, that is nothing but 340 into tan 25.84, that is equal to 164.66 lagging. So now this is minus 164.66 kVAR. Here for synchronous motor, here kVAR supplied by the motor is equal to kVAR of the combined load minus kVAR of the load, that is equal to minus 164.66 minus of minus 185.94, that is equal to 21.28 leading, that is kVAR. Now kVA rating of the motor is under root of kW square plus kVAR square, that is the value is 45.31 kVA. The power factor of the motor is kW by kVA, the value is 0.833 leading. So this is the now problem 3. So we will see the problem 3 after that.